Welcome back. I'm your host, Susanna May Levan O'Hagan. Yeah, I changed it. Again. Today we're going to do an ATI for leaving my BF's birthday dinner after his mom took my seat. Oh boy. ATI for leaving my boyfriend's birthday dinner after his mom took my seat as a joke. I, 25 female, have been dating my boyfriend Matt, 27 male, for almost 2 years. His family is very close, and his mom, in particular, has always been a little possessive. I try not to make a big deal out of it, but it's clearly she doesn't like that I take up his time. She's mad possessive. Comments like, I hope I don't lose my son to some girl, even though we've been together for a while. I've made every effort to be kind and respectful to her. Anyway, last weekend was Matt's birthday. He invited me to dinner with his family at a nice restaurant. I dressed up, got him a gift, and I knew he'd love, and was honestly looking forward to the night. When we arrived, I noticed his mom had saved the seat next to him for herself. That's fine, whatever, I can sit on his other side. But right before we ordered, his mom made a joke about how I always need to be next to Matt and said, let's see how you handle a little separation. Then she literally stood up, looked at me, and said, Scooch, sweetie, motioning for me to move down a seat so she could sit between us. Everyone at the table laughed, Matt included. Oh no, he didn't. So I stood up, grabbed my bag, and said, actually, I think I'm gonna head out. Hope you have a great birthday, Matt, and I left. That's what my therapist would tell me to do. Matt blew up my phone saying I completely overreacted, embarrassed him in front of his family, can't take a joke. His mom texted me a sorry you were so sensitive message, which made it worse. Yeah, that would. Now he's not speaking to me until I apologize. I honestly feel like they were the rude ones, but it was his birthday dinner, so now I'm second guessing myself. Okay, I'm gonna say how I feel before I read the comments. I don't think you are. I think the right thing to do was to leave so nothing else bad could have happened. You could just walk away, leave, and like I would have handed him his gift, say, here, happy birthday, I'm leaving, because I wouldn't want to cause any more issues, because clearly the mom's just being very possessive of her son. Tell me you can take a joke, fine. You dated him for this long, but you've done now, bye. And that's what your entire future with him and his mother will look like. Yuck. Nah, he'll always pick her over you. He's not worth it. Nah, he's a boy mom and he needs to cut the cord. He isn't ready to be in a relationship. Don't apologize. There's nothing wrong with both of them there's something wrong with both of them if they thought that was funny. Nah, it's a sharp, cold shock he needed. If he doesn't see the light, bin him off. Never marry a mama's boy. No matter how old they get, they will always be mama's little boy. Just drop him. He will never value you as much as he values his family, particularly his mama. He needs emotions. Once will always come before yours. Find a guy who is actually a full-grown adult. I dated a guy like that very briefly. His mom wouldn't feel depressed tonight when we were meant to hang out. His mom would feel depressed tonight when we hanged out, or him stay at mine, so he had to stay home to be with her. Next day, she'd be out with her friends and posting on Facebook just fine. She's always called him when we were together and went to have a 20-minute chat, despite them still living together, and he dropped whatever he was doing to talk to her. It was co-depressing and a bit weird. Good for you standing up for yourself. Don't answer him till they both apologize. Sweetheart, take a look. Maybe this will cure you from wanting him. His mother will never apologize. Sorry you were so sensitive. Says it all. At least tell me she didn't acknowledge doing anything wrong. It's too bad that your BF isn't looking out for you in this. This is actually crazy. He still hasn't spoken to me, and it's been like 2 days, so I'm going to just drop his things off at his house, and that's the end of the relationship. You're a smart cookie. I'm not as smart as you. My relationship is bad, and maybe I should get some advice. This is a peek into your future. If you remain in this relationship, your boyfriend is almost 30. He's too old to be acting this type of treatment from his mother. He should be embarrassed, and that his mother was fighting his GF for his attention. That's nuts. He's a mama's baby, and you can do better. They are gaslighting you. Most gaslighters use the word sensitive or term. Can't take a joke. Do not apologize and he and his mom make a public apology to you. He won't, but you will have your answer. Too many men in the world to try and raise a mama's baby. You do nothing wrong. In fact, I applaud you for response to her disrespect considering the overall circumstance. I dated a guy for 2 years whose mother did the exact same thing to me, except I was 17 years old and I was absolutely intended to be a slight against you. Her text was mean. Your adult boyfriend won't speak to you. Think about that and about how he disgrades your feelings on this, and understand he will never take your side. Let's see, should we read the other comments? I don't want to go too over. Oh, we've got time. Thank you for the answer, whoever did. I appreciate it. Your comment is on target and appreciated. I would never recover from such a diss. I have a mama's boy, but I would never treat his girlfriend like this. She is an absolute doll, and I completely respect what they have together. I understand that I raised a good young man, and I am not the woman in his life. I am his mom, or mama, as it is here in the South. These boy moms that do this are disgusting and are not doing their boys any favors. Please find someone that will stand up for you to anyone, including their families, if need be. But hopefully has a family that won't have to. Thank you. I have a grown-up married son. I'd be extremely unhappy with him if his wife didn't come first. I have a son and a daughter, and I got one more of each with their parents. Thank you. My BF absolutely adores his mom and him, and she loves and respects me too. She gives us space and doesn't give it advance unless I specifically ask. She's wonderful. We need more moms like y'all. Me too. Grown son. His wife comes first because that's how I raised him. What was the joke? Were the humor? They're saying that he's a joke, said OP. Could take a joke fine. She dealt with the dating a jack for the long. Mama boys are the worst. As someone who dated a mama's boy whose mother friended it if he didn't come home immediately and spend more time with her like he used to before getting a girlfriend, she literally had to be put on a psych watch. They definitely are the worst. Never get better. Alexa, stop. Dang, that's hardcore. Hard, agreed. Glad you are free of all that. I lived this. I thought I could win her over with love and respect behavior. Nope, as much as he loves you, he will always take his mama's side. There's a joke we have I don't know if I want to tell this joke. I dated the biggest mama's boy ever in my mid-20s. I had childhood, so immediately I loved that my boyfriend was close with his mom. I thought it was great that she cared about him until I realized she literally still took care of him. He felt sick. I made his favorite soup, Jewish soup, but she'd already shipped his real favorite soup from his favorite Jewish deli to him. He didn't have time to grab something from the store. She screened, interviewed, and hired someone to do his errands for him. How rich is this person? And to be clear, this was all along with a voice coach, personal trainer, house cleaner, health lunch maker, and laundry collector, washer, dryer, cleaner, who she had already screened, interviewed, hired, and paid for on a weekly basis. He had allergies, so she thought his rent control apartment could be contaminated, and hired someone, part of a hazmat team, to chemically test the entire living space while simultaneously funding his stay in a luxury long-term hotel. Meanwhile, I was in grad school working a full-time job and holding down two part-time jobs. On Valentine's Day weekend, I drove to join him in the hotel. He was so absolutely positively concerned that he had been exposed to some sort of mold or other phantom thing you can inhale that he straight up admitted to forgetting about Valentine's Day. But don't worry, his mother selected, purchased, and sent me his gift. That's when I realized that even though I independently raised a 6-month-old, 4-year-old, and myself being 3 weeks after my 8th birthday, I far rather return to my independence than at some point gain full-time custody of the current 37-year-old infant. Well, that is a lot of information. I hope you all enjoyed and have a great and wonderful day. Bye for now.